Hello, my friends. Welcome back. How was your weekend? I hope you enjoyed it. Let's see what our inspiration is for today. Discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want most. And that's Abraham Lincoln. That's beautiful, and that is so true. Okay, let's cruise on over and see what I'm up to this Monday. Okay, I have a shell right here. And this video is a special one for a special lady named Nat. She always supports every YouTube channel, big or small. I call her Miss Nat. I see Nat in everyone's comment section, leaving the sweetest comments and inspiration. I joined this collab in tribute of Nat. Thank you, Miss Nat, for supporting us all. Some days are hard, and Miss Nat is always there to leave a pick-me-up comment. Okay, so I've cleaned my shell out. And now I'm going to add some of this Eileen's tacky glue to the shell. And this is my mermaid trash. I make it out of sand, crushed glass, glitter, and crushed rocks. Well, I don't crush the rocks myself. I buy them and I pick out, like the little bitty pieces. And then I take my pliers and crush those. And now I'm going to take my finger and I'm just going to rub that glue into my shell. And we're going to make a Christmas ornament. And the theme for this tribute to Miss Nat is hearts, because her channel is Matters of the Heart by Nat. So I'm going to be placing a heart in this shell too. And this Christmas ornament is going to be like a beach in a shell. Or a mermaid house in a shell. That's my favorite thing to call it. It's a mermaid house. But the mermaid's not home right now. She's getting a house makeover. I sure wish I could win one of those. Okay, so I sprinkled my mermaid trash over that glue inside the shell, and then I just put the rest of it back in my cup. Here's the heart that we're going to place in here for Matters of the Heart by Nat, and I'm going to put a cross in there too. And then we'll pick out one of these sea creatures to go in there. I'm not sure which one we'll use, but we'll pick something out in here. And if it's a charm and it has the little ring on it to hang on a necklace or a bracelet, I just take my pliers and I snip that part off. And I'm just picking out a few things that I might choose to put in here. And I also put a piece of clay underneath the shell so that it will sit where I want it to sit. I want it to be lifted up a little bit. Now I'm taking my Finnabair blue here, and I've added resin part A to this to make it pigment paste. And I'm just going to stir that up into my resin. Isn't that a beautiful blue? I love this color. And now I'm going to lay out a piece of this wax paper and then put my shell back down, because the next step could get a little messy. Okay, I'm going to take this stick out of my cup. And then I'm going to pick my shell up and hold it in my hand. And then dip my finger into the resin. Let's put a little bit of glitter in here. You know, our mermaid's house has to have glitter. Okay, now let's dip my finger in the cup, and then I'm going to, put the resin on the shell. I don't want a lot of resin in here. I just want to put a light coat where the water will be, because we have our beach already. So we're creating the water part now. Okay, I think that looks beautiful. Let's add a little bit more. All right, I think that looks good. Now we're going to take this clear resin right here. I reuse these cups. It looks like there's something in the cup, but it's not. And I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of that clear resin right where the beach meets the water. And then it's going to meet that blue resin, and it's going to form the prettiest pool inside of the shell. It's already moving. And I'm going to take this stick, and I'm just going to get that piece of glass out that was in the back. And then I'm going to take my stick here, and that resin has come down a little bit, and it's forming that pool. And I'm just going to twirl it a little bit and mix it up a little bit better. Now we're going to take some of this Let's Resin Ocean White pigment paste. And I'm just going to put just a little dot in there. And then I'm going to stir it up. And we're going to put a few little waves on our beach, our mermaid house's beach. And I don't want a lot because this is a really tiny area. So I just want just enough that, you can see a wave. And I have this stuff here that I found at Michael's. It's supposed to create sails. I've never used it before, but I'm just going to, it says to flick it. I'm just going to put a drop in there and see what it does. And I'm going to take my heat gun, and I'm just going to try to move those waves around a little bit. Let's add a little bit more. And then a little bit more of this stuff right here. I don't know if it's going to work. Like I said, I've never used it before. It's supposed to make sails in your waves. I don't see any sails. I don't know if it'll form any later, but I'm not seeing any. And I'm just moving that resin around, popping any surface bubbles. And now I'm going to take my waves, and I'm just going to blend them out just a little bit. I'm not going to play in them too much and mess them up. Okay, now it's time to put our charms inside of the shell. All right, we're going to go in. I chose one of the mermaids, and she's turned around backwards, and you can see her back and her tail, and she's beautiful. But finding the right place for her is challenging. I always fight with this the most when I'm making these shells, where I want to put my charms at. I'll pick them back up and I'll move them. I'll pick them back up and I'll move them. And that mermaid just isn't looking right to me. So I'm going to try to move her around. I don't like her there. We can't leave her back there because then when the shell is hanging, you really won't see her. So, I don't know. Let's leave her there for now, I guess. I'm going to take some of this beautiful mixture right here that I purchased from Hobby Lobby. I got these 50% off, and I love this seashell mixture. And I'm dropping in 2 diamonds that have washed up on her beach. Hopefully she's got a pawn shop she can take them to. I'm just digging through this and seeing what else I want to put in here. Gotta have a starfish, that's for sure. And now I'm just going to put some of these little blue things that I've washed up on her beach. They just look like little cupcake sprinkles. But that's not what they are. They're inclusions, but that's what they remind me of, cupcake sprinkles. I'm going to change that diamond out because it got a little bit of resin on the top, and it won't look like a diamond if you get the resin on the top of these. So I switched it out. And now I'm going to go ahead and try to find a place for this cross. And I'm dipping it in the resin a little bit so when I do place it, it'll stay there. If I can find a place for it. Why can't I just put things down and just go? I have to sit there and put it here and put it there and put it here and put it there. Well, that's not going to work way back there. You won't be able to see it. I just wanted to show y'all that anything I put back there is not going to work. Let's just put it on the beach right here. Okay, how does that look? I'm still looking at it, making sure I like everything. Okay, I'm going to take my heat gun and I'm going to run it back through, pop any surface bubbles. Spray it with a little alcohol. And now we're going to let it cure. Okay, we're back and it's fully cured. And I'm going to take this beautiful rock here that has a pretty white flowy thing in it. Looks like maybe white paint or something in it. But I like it because it's clear. And I'm going to take that clay off the back of my shell. And then we're going to take this jute right here. And I don't like using this jute. I'm out of the stuff that I like to use. And I've ordered some more, but it didn't come in time for the video. Because I made about 13 of these shells to put in my booth too. While I was making Miss Nat's, I went ahead and made some more for my booth. But I ran out of my stuff that I like to use. And my new one hasn't came in yet. So we're going to take this UV resin right here. And we're going to place this jute on the back of the shell. And then we're going to put the rock over the jute and cure it there. And I also ordered some of the UV resin bonding resin. It's UV, but it hasn't came in yet either. I really wanted to try it on these shells, but I guess I'll have to try it next time on them. I'm sure we can find something to try it on. And it's hard to do this. I need one more hand. It is really challenging to do this. But I chose the clear rock with a little bit of the white through it so that the UV light could go through the rock and really cure that resin up. Okay, let's take a look at it. There it is. And it turned out beautiful. I love it. What do y'all think about it? Do you think it's beautiful? Let me know what y'all think about it. This is for you, Miss Nat. Thank you for always being so kind and so sweet and so supportive to everyone. I'm a lucky gal to have you as one of my subscribers. And that heart in there is for you, Miss Nat. I don't really like how my water done in this one. I don't know why this one looked a little different from my other ones. Well, it's about that time for a sweet goodbye, and I will see you tomorrow. This video is for you, Miss Nat. Take care, and God bless you. Goodbye, my friends.